Greetings, my fellow descendants. It's your boy right here, K Pro, and I'm back with yet another interesting tutorial. Okay, guys, I'm aware that you guys are about to write your final 2023 exams, and the pressure is just weighing on you. And people have been asking, where are you? Where have you been? We need tutorials. We need to talk to you. All right, guys, I was just solving a YouTube problem, and I just resolved it, and I'm officially back. Wire. So the best tutor, one of the best tutors in South Africa, at you, right? So I'm just going to be helping you guys to tackle this phase. I know it's a very difficult phase, but I'm going to be helping you out to just tackle it and actually prosper through the whole phase. Right. So today, guys, I actually want to talk about cartoons, but I'm going to say now it's cartoons part 2, right? I'm going to say it's cartoons part 2 because I've spoken about cartoons before in 2022, and I got negative comments. Instead of people trying to give feedback that is constructive or give constructive criticism, instead they were giving negative feedback. I think people just don't understand that I'm not doing anybody a favor. I'm changing lives of the hopeless. Yeah, and if you come here with your selfish behavior, then I really don't care, right? So my learners that love me so much, that work with me, that understand me, have asked for a part 2 cartoon tutorial where I actually go deeper into cartoons, right? So guys, listen, I constantly do research, right? So guess what? I was able to find a magic trick for killing cartoons, right? Which is gonna be so simple, and it's a one-day thing. You can just study it within one day and just kill it, murder it, right? So before I continue, guys, please do follow us on Facebook. It's SCI Masters. I think it's SCI Masters ZA on Instagram, and on TikTok it's also SCI Masters ZA. Do subscribe to the YouTube channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend, because there's a friend of yours who might need this, even if it's your little sister or whoever, a family member. Tell them that we got this nigga that is K-Pro, and he's just, I wasn't supposed to say that, but it's fine, right? So, and then another thing, just do check out the description, because a lot of you guys are always asking the notes. All the notes are in the description, right? So you guys just have to check out the description, right? All right, and then also we're having cross nights, right? So we're having cross nights, so just text 0814485811 or the number that is on our bio to check out what's going on in terms of cross nights, which cross nights are available, or check our community posts, or check us on our official Instagram pages or Facebook pages. We're going all out there just to try and help you out. And then also tutoring, we're still up for it, but don't call me one day before and tell me to tutor you for a distinction. No, that's not happening. At least be a 1 week before, or 5 days before. Then there's still something that we can do there, right? So please, guys, let's work together. All right. So I'm very happy to be back with you guys. I hope this class is just going to make me happy. The previous class knows what I do when it's this time of the year. I post papers that might appear. I predict, and my predictions are right. I give away, I give vouchers. It's just gonna be vibey, right? So just work with me, right? All right. So let's talk about cartoons part 2, right? So cartoons part 2, I'm gonna try and erase. All right. So cartoons part 2. First of all, let's talk about what is a cartoon, right? What is a cartoon? This tutorial is gonna be very long, but you guys are going to score distinctions from this, because no teacher can ever teach like myself. That's why the DBE needs me up there, right? So listen to me very carefully. Ne? A cartoon is an illustration. I'm not going to write in full. You guys know me. It's an illustration / or it's a drawing, right? A cartoon is an illustration or it's a drawing, right? But now it is a comprehension. Now listen to me very carefully. Everything you are doing in English is a comprehension, right? A cartoon is a comprehension, but it's an illustrative comprehension. Or should I say, I don't know, what can I say? A drawing comprehension then, right? It's an illustrative comprehension. So yeah, it's a comprehension whereby they are asking their question based on illustrations. Unlike the comprehension that you did in the first page, where in section A, where they're asking based on text. I hope you guys can hear me, right? They are asking based on illustrations, right? But the one that you did in section A, they are asking about text, words, because there's really no picture that they're giving out there. Maybe they can just give a small picture, but really everything is based on the writing, the wording, and whatsoever. But here, it's an illustration, it's comic. We're looking at gestures, we're looking at humor, we're looking at. So that's the only difference, right? So what you have to know about cartoons is that, hey, technical knowledge, right? I'm gonna say TK, né? But you have to write it in full. Have a pen and paper next to you. Technical knowledge applies, right? Technical knowledge applies, yeah, right? The only thing that is different, right, is that this one is a dialogue, right? When I say technical knowledge, I'm talking about structural questions. Remember, I taught comprehension twice, part 1 and part 2. And I did say in both these parts that what is happening there is that there's what we call a BOU question, based on your understanding question, technical question as well, which is now where they're asking you about the structure, which is maybe the title, right? They ask you about the title or the heading, they ask you about the conclusion, the punctuation, the figures of speech. So that knowledge still applies. Why does that knowledge still apply? Because technical knowledge, remember, when they are writing a cartoon, there is words in speech bubbles. So once there is text, just know that your knowledge on section A comprehension also applies here. It's just that now we are going to be a bit vast and add more knowledge because this is a dialogue. I hope I'm making sense. So you don't close your mind and say, because it's a cartoon, then they want to ask me about figurative language or punctuation in a technical form. Okay, I hope I'm making sense. I'm sorry if my English is just sometimes, I'm just used to it. So let's go deeper into it, right? What is this knowledge that they are adding? Remember, I told you in the previous tutorial that a cartoon is the same thing as a comprehension. There's based on your own understanding questions, and there's also technical questions. It's as easy as it's the same. But there's this knowledge that we have to give you so that it can make sense even better. There's a cheat code that I'm going to teach right now that's going to make things even better. But first, let's describe. Oh no, not describe, but let's give out the terminology and actually understand what's going on. So you'd have someone asking me about humor, right? Guys, humor, right? Humasiyela. That's what I used to call it. Now listen to me very, very carefully. Now, remember Humasiyela was what? Is it a violin or whatever that he was playing? That thing that he was playing, whatever, right? He was amusing people, right? So every time you see humor, just say Humasiyela. It means amusement, right? It means that it's actually fun. Humor means fun. There's nothing. Once they say show us humor, you're going to look for a section where it shows that these people are having fun. And how can you see fun? It's happiness, right? You're just going to look for a point where there's fun happening in the whole cartoon, right? So yeah, we are looking for fun. Fun. Mathematicians that I taught before will know fun as something that I usually see when I'm teaching maths paper 2, right? Sharp. Now let's go to the next one. A person will come to me and say, Madam Mr. K Pro, what about pan? Guys, these things are easy and it's not something that you should be stressing about, really. Right? There's only 4 types of figures of speech that you should know for a cartoon. I'm not saying you should not think about the others. We already know that you know the others from section A comprehension. We are just adding now the ones that apply in a dialogue format now, which is 4 more. Now we're going to add pan. Okay? Now pan, it's even in poetry it appears, right? Pan is actually exploiting, I can't write it in full, but it's actually exploiting different meanings of words, right? Exploiting different meanings of words. I'm going to show you guys examples, don't worry, right? Then we have satire. Satire, if you didn't hear my definition, please just, I don't know, replay the video or something. Satire is just, it's jokes. Satire is a joke. It's jokes. Or raising laughter. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's when somebody is making a joke, right? When somebody is making a joke. That's it, right? Then we have S here. Not the S that you're thinking about. Yes, boys, I know you guys. Sharp. Sarcasm, right? People fail to understand what sarcasm is, and it's very, very easy. It's the use of an irony to mock. We are using irony to mock. So basically, We are saying something opposite in order to mock. I'm going to show you an example right now. I'm going to show you an example. April loves the SCI Masters Fam so much, but the SCI Masters Fam is very, very disrespectful. I just don't know why, right? So I'm just going to show you guys how everything is done, right? So let's talk about sarcasm first, right? So if maybe let's just say we are at a workplace, right? We are working maybe at a shop, né? Then I'm a manager at the shop, and I sent an employee to go and check on you guys if you guys are doing the right thing. And then this manager comes, this employee comes back to say they're on top of everything. You know, this person is not actually saying that you guys are doing good, or you guys are, he's being sarcastic. If English is your home language, you'll understand that this person is being sarcastic because he's saying they're on top of everything, right? They're on top of everything. This means that they are disorganized. He's saying the opposite, right? But using what? Irony. Remember, irony is opposite ideas in a sentence or a paragraph. So this means they are disorganized when they say they are on top of everything. He's basically saying that they are disorganized. But how? In an opposite man. I can't say you are ugly. I would say, yo, she's very, very cute. You know, that's sarcasm. Like, oh, she's very, very cute. Then I start laughing. I'm being sarcastic. You know, I'm being sarcastic. Right. So, and then let's talk about satire. We're still in the workplace. I'm still the boss, right? I told you that satire is a joke. Ne? Satire is a joke. We're still at the workplace right now. What is happening now? I send someone again and I say, go and tell them that I'm going to pay them. I am going to pay them next month, right? So, maybe his name is Tabo. Tabo goes and comes and tells you guys that the boss said he will pay up next month. Okay? The boss said he will pay up next month. And then one of the employees says he will find me working for China. Right? That is a joke, guys. Remember, it's an English joke. It is a joke. It's just a manner of mocking. It's mockery. Satire is a joke or it's mockery. So it's just a form of showing that this person is mocking whatever statement the boss is saying. Now that is satire. Then when we talk about irony, I told you it's opposite. I won't dwell on irony because in all my videos, I think 4, I've explained irony before. So I won't dwell on it. If you want to know about irony, you should go to the poetry side and actually check it out and then see what is actually going on right there. So now for the secret recipe, I couldn't give you the secret recipe without talking about this first. So let's see what's going on. Now, this is how we're going to, yeah, guys. How do you kill a cartoon? Regardless of everything that you've learned so far, including what I just said right now, there's something that educators miss in class. I'm going to try and make this tutorial short, right? Let's talk about speech bubbles. With my knowledge of speech bubbles, I can get a distinction. With my knowledge of speech bubbles, I can get a total, right, in cartoons, right? Just that knowledge, right? All right. I'm just gonna say speech B, right? Not the B that you guys thinking about. Stop listening to a lot of hip hop. This was too. Thank you. All right. Speech B. Yeah, speech B. All right. Remember, right? What they're gonna say to you, they're gonna say speech bubble shows a thought, or whatsoever. Now I'm gonna teach you 2 things first. A speech bubble, number 1. You should write this down. A speech bubble, if it has drops, right? If it has drops, you know what droplets are, right? It has drops. It shows thought. Okay? It shows thought. It shows thought that this person is thinking. And if this bubble has a tail, now this is where you have to be very, very attentive. If it has a tail, you know what a tail is, Mus? Check. There we go. I don't know how to draw, guys, man. You know, Mus. I'm a very bad whatever sketch artist. Otherwise, I would have done architecture or technical whatsoever. All right, and then this is the secret recipe now. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 types of speech bubbles. I'm going to need you to cram them or write them down. Actually, write them down. This is what they're not telling you, and this is why people are failing. All right. There's a speech bubble that will be drawn like this, right? And it's shaded in. Shaded, the black color, right? And then there's speech. There's speech inside. There's speech inside. There's speech inside. Maybe like, yay, for example, right? I can't write properly. You guys know me. But yay, my handwriting in class was fire. Even girls were jealous. All right. So can you see? This one is called a negative emotion. So every time you see this type of a speech bubble, you don't even have to read what is going on there. If they ask you, describe the mood of that speech bubble or what is happening in that speech bubble, I don't care. You already know already without even looking further. This one, it's showing negative emotion. Negative emotion, which means negative emotion. It's either there's death, there's heartbreak or something, but the emotion is negative. It has a negative connotation. Right? Alright. And then you must know as a learner, we have this one. They are not the same. I'm gonna show you. It's like this. It's like this. Can you see? It's like it's bomba. Ne? Then we have this one, which is slender like me. It's like this. They are the same, but this one is standing upright. This one is standing across. So this one, every time you see this one, just know that yeah, someone is being shouted at, or there's a loud noise, or there is yelling. There is yelling. Sorry for my voice, guys. I'm very, very sick. I think somebody gave me TB after I, but that's a story for another day. Just joking. All right. So yelling, right? This is a yelling one, right? So when you see it in this manner, it means that you don't even have to read. Someone is yelling. You'll see how this is going to help us out. Then this one that is slender. You'll remember that K Pro is slender, and then this one is slender as well. This one it's for announcement. When we are announcing something, announcement. The president is coming tomorrow. It shows announcement, right? Okay. Then there's this one that has dashes. There's dashes. I don't know how to draw it. I'm trying to draw it. There's dashes. I'm on guys, most dashes. How you guys constructing mathematics, most dashes. Because I can't do dashes here. I'm really failing. But it's like that, like the whole round is dashes. Like it's the same as the normal one. No, it's the same as the normal one, but Jonah has been used with dashes here. And then even here, the thing is done with dashes. The tail has dashes, right? So this one is showing that the person is whispering. Once you see those dashes, the dotted lines, is whispering happening. Yeah. Right? It shows that there's whispering happening. Cool. Then there's this one then. Amara, this one you guys know it, ne? This one that is like this. And it has dots here. There's bubbles. I just spoke about it. It shows daydreaming or happy thoughts. If you see it like that, it shows daydreaming, right? Or happy thoughts. Right? It shows daydreaming or happy thoughts. Right? What they will say to you, they'll lie to you and say, if it's like this, you saw earlier when I said a speech bubble that has drops, it shows thoughts. What type of thoughts? They are not telling you. Now I'm being specific. I'm saying when it's like this, it means that this person is daydreaming or they are happy. Right? Sharp. Let's go to the narration. This one. This one is a narration. This one is a narration, right? So this one, it shows that there's someone who's saying something, right? This one is actually showing that there's someone who is saying something, right? So that's what's actually going on right there. Someone is actually saying something, right? So it's a narration. It's not a speech from the character. It is actually a speech from the narrator. That's actually going on. Do you understand what I'm saying? All right. So now How does this help us out? That's why people are going to say that, Mr. Capro, how does this whole thing, Yama speech bubbles, help us out? Sharp. I'm going to try and look for a question. I don't know if I'm going to find it, but I think I'm going to try and make up an example. If to say now, describe the mood or the tone, right? Or critically discuss frame 4, right? Frame 5, right? And you know that frame 5, you remember you're discussing frame 5, ne? Or maybe they say critically comment on frame 5. And you know that frame 5 has, maybe let's just say, those dashes, this one, this one, this one, ne? But it has dashes, ne? And then there's a tail that has dashes as well here, right? Dashes. Right? What does that tell you now? They say comment on frame 5, ne? Already you can see that because it has dashes, Capro said to you, they are whispering. So you're going to say, because they are whispering, it means that there's a certain secret that is being discussed, or there's a certain somebody who they are talking about, or there's a certain type of important message that is being communicated because they are whispering. Already it gives you an idea of what's happening. Same as if it was maybe something like this one that is across this one. Ne? You'd say, no man, someone is being shouted at or somebody's yelling, which means the mood is what? You know, sinister, somber, whatsoever, right? Remember, you're doing home language, so the way you describe your mood or your tone, it should be of an English home language learner, not of an English first additional language or second additional language learner. I hope I'm making sense of what I was trying to explain. Otherwise, other things just require your knowledge in the comprehension. If you understand comprehension, then you're done with cartoon, but you just have to add this knowledge of AMA speech bubbles and what I just explained and see if you won't get better marks, right? So guys, that's it for today. Hopefully that's what I wanted to pass. That's the message that I want, the knowledge that I wanted to pass. I am not saint or holy or whatsoever. I don't know everything, but whatever I know or whatever I discover, I try to share with the next person. So you don't rush me and stuff. I'm officially back. I'm going to be communicating with you. It's going to be fun. Everything's just going to make sense. But I really, only thing that I ask for is for respect. The only thing that I ask for is for respect, especially for people that are upgrading. I only ask for respect because they have failure to respect. You understand? If you're gonna come in and act as if you own Sci Masters, or you're gonna act as if you are my boss and I have a certain deadline to reach, then that's not gonna work. At the end of the day, I'm gonna disrespect you because I'm a very disrespectful individual. I'm a very disrespectful individual, really, but I respect people, I love people, and I actually love tutoring. I actually love changing people's lives. It's what I do, it's my calling, right? But people actually just want you to change and just to try and test you, whether you guys, some of them are sent or what, I don't know. But I'm going to work with those I want to work, guys, you know. If you can just be sincere and ask me for something. And I also told other people that if you're going to be texting me on WhatsApp, right? I can take maybe 3 days without responding, and I've blue ticked your text. I will get back to you. I will